There's a large demographic out there now that is sometimes a target of criticism. We're talking about millennials and the impact that they are having on the modern workplace.
But are the stereotypes justified? Dan Godwin looks at the question in this week's Fox Forward.
Great to say hello to Tracy Timm, a native of Flower Mound. At 30 years old, a business owner and a consultant whose professional journey has made her an expert on millennials and how they work. And she happens to be in that age group. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. It's wonderful to be here.
First, some terminology. When we say millennials, we're talking about people born between the years 1980 to 2000. So millennials right now are between 18 and 38 years old. I did a quick online search of this subject and I came up really with these headlines. Millennials and entitlement in the workplace. The good, the bad, and the ugly. 4 things you need to accept about millennials in the workplace. These just popped up online. What's the problem with millennials in the workplace? Now, the critics will use words like, entitled, high maintenance. But you say you say this kind of stereotype. This is not reality.
Yes, I'm a big proponent of that. I don't think that you can really categorize any one, whole generation as one type of person. But what we're finding is that truly millennials, if you will, want what everybody wants out of work. They want to be paid well and justly, right? They want what Daniel Pink talks about, right? They want autonomy, mastery, and purpose. But what they really want and what they're no longer willing to not have is fulfillment in their work. And I think that's where their ability to speak up, to actually say something and advocate for what they want in the workplace might look like entitlement, or might look as though they're deviating from the norm of what we've seen in previous generations. But truly, they're finally just speaking up about something that I think you might agree everybody really wants.
So the way you see it, and this comes again from your own experience and dealing with lots and lots of workplaces and companies and workers in this age group, they're more vocal. They can vocalize what they want. And again, in the current economy, they are able to go to their employer and say, look, this is kind of what I need.
Yeah, we're in a really unique moment in history, especially in the workforce, because there are so many ways to make money now. I always make a joke that there's probably a guy in Tahiti who has an entire blog about frogs, and he makes a living doing that, right? So if people are unhappy, now more than ever, they're able to go find something that truly does fulfill them if they want to.
Okay, so what is some basic advice, real quick, in a couple of sentences? I mean, what's your basic message to companies when it comes to managing their millennial workforce?
Here's the #1 thing that companies need to do, and most of them are getting wrong, but the ones that get right are killing it with young professionals. You have to know why your people come to work. And not just the paycheck, not just the benefits, and not just a little bit about their background and maybe their husband or wife's name. You need to know what they do with their money, what their core motivations are, why they're working for you. And if you can align that, which is their purpose, with something that the company is trying to accomplish, you'll never have more engagement in your life. You'll never have more engagement in your business. And those super engaged young professionals are the ones that have maximum potential to grow the bottom line.
Yes, I mean, the employer, the companies will be rewarded with some very talented workers.
Yes.
All right. Tracy Timm, thank you so much for the chat. For more information about Tracy's company, we've got a link at our website. Just go to fox4news.com.